So, 1914, and Woodrow Wilson is President of the United States of America. But actually, doesn't really matter very much, because pretty much everything we're going to be talking about is taking place in Europe. Europe! But before we really get into the story of the 7 attempted assassinations of me, this guy, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir apparent to the Austria-Hungarian throne, we need to lay some groundwork. In fair Verona, where we lay our Wait, wrong script, hold on. Okay, so some of you are aware that there are present-day countries named Austria, with its capital, Vienna, and Hungary, with its capital, Budapest. But it's 1914, so forget all that shit. There's only one country, and it's gigantic. Austria-Hungary, with its capital city, Sarajevo. So Austria-Hungary was created through the Austro-Hungarian Compromise of 1867 between Emperor Franz Joseph of Austria and the Hungarian nobility, led by Ferenc Deák. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation on that, and I don't give a shit. So, on July 28th, 1867, Emperor Franz Joseph was crowned King of Hungary, and the newly birthed dual monarchy would last until 1918, a scant 51 years. It was second only to Russia in terms of geographic size, and its population was only eclipsed by Russia and Germany. It became the 4th most industrialized nation of its time, and, interesting tidbit, it was one of the very few European powers of the time to regularly promote Jewish soldiers into commanding positions. In 1878, Bosnia and Herzegovina, which are just under my mouth, not the blue one, that's Serbia, not the pink one, that's Romania, the other one gets cut off. Anyway, Bosnia and Herzegovina came under the control of the empire, and they were formally annexed by Austria-Hungary in 1908. This last move would, it didn't turn out super great. Since the turn of the century, or just after, Serbia had been, let's say, less than pleased about the geopolitical situation in the region. So first off, I screwed something up on the last video. Sarajevo is the capital of Bosnia-Herzegovina, was the capital of Bosnia-Herzegovina, not Austria-Hungary. Vienna served as the primary capital of Austria-Hungary. Anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about before. So, Serbia was not so happy about what was going on in their region. There was a whole bunch of drama, a couple Balkan wars, and many Serbians were unhappy about the annexation of Bosnia-Herzegovina and Bulgaria being annexed. Multiple nationalist groups like the Black Hand and the Young Bosnians grew in both numbers and popularity. In 1913, Emperor Frankie Joe ordered this guy, me, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, Frandy Nandy to my bros, to observe some military maneuvers in Bosnia, scheduled for June 1914. Ever the eager beaver, old Emperor Penguin Francis Joseph ordering his attendance so far in advance. In any case, Franz and his wife, Duchess Sophie Maria Josephina Albina Grafin Chotek von Chotkau und Wogen, that's her full name, not even a fucking joke. Anyways, the happy couple made romantic post-military maneuver observation plans to visit Sarajevo and open a state museum, which was moving into new digs. Fancy new building! Meanwhile, this dude, Danilo Ilic, a Bosnian Orthodox Serb, this dude was leading a Black Hand cell in Sarajevo while leeching off his mom and living in her house. Anyway, Ilic wanted to quit shitposting on the Donald from his mom's basement and go storm the Capitol. So he's over here urging direct action, and he somehow connects with the actual chief of Serbian military intelligence. This guy, Dragutin Dimitrijevic, or if Daniel Day-Lewis fucked an ill-tempered Shriner with a penchant for ostrich feathers. He apparently went by Apis, I guess because he hated super badass names or something. But don't let the fact that he looks like a poorly costumed Indiana Jones extra fool you. Dragutin had previously helped orchestrate the assassination of King Alexander and Queen Draga of Serbia, a move that actually got him promoted by the Serbian parliament. Because, I guess, assassinations are totally cool? Whatever. Anyway, Danilo meets with Dragutin, and he's like, I came to Sarajevo to do two things. Eat tendies in my mom's basement and play an assassination. And precious tendies won't be invented for another 71 years. So Apis, patron saint of hating dope names, he's pretty much in control of the remnants of the Black Hand by 1913. After Apis and Danilo's meeting, Apis sends his number 2 guy, an expert in guerrilla warfare and mustache aficionado. This guy, Vojislav Tankosic, I don't know how the fuck to say his name. This guy gets in contact with a group of Serbian nationalists meeting up in Toulouse, France, including this guy, Mohammed Mehmed Besik, a Muslim carpenter from Herzegovina, also a member of the Black Hand, and he was just champing at the bit to commit some terrorist acts. This is a paraphrase, so hearsay, but still, this is a paraphrase, but he said something to the effect that he was, pseudo-quote, eager to carry out an act of terrorism to revive the revolutionary spirit of Bosnia. Anyway, so they get to talking, discussing the weather, politics, Ford's recent introduction of the first moving assembly line, kicking off the march towards the end times and late-stage capitalism, some dude trying to sell the Mona Lisa. Holy shit, I didn't know that happened, what? Italy returning the Mona Lisa to France, who they should assassinate, you know, just regular stuff. So anyway, they talk, and it's decided that Muhammad should go to Sarajevo and kill this guy, Oskar Potirek, governor of Bosnia and perpetual background guy with 2 lines. So Eminem hops on a train to Bosnia-Herzegovina. Chugga, 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 here he goes. The little assassin who could, but uh-oh, who could this be? It's 5-0! Okay, I'm bored of that. So anyway, the cops search his train for a thief. And the red Eminem thinks, oh shit, I'm holding. So he ditches his dagger and bottle of poison out the train window, figuring he'll just, pick up some fresh poison at the Sarajevo Walmart or whatever. Turns out their particular brand of exploiting workers won't be founded until 1962. And all the other shops are fresh out of poison. So Mehmed Basic is just sitting around waiting for the next truck. But before the hottest new poisons come in, Illich says, come over. And Mehmed Basic is like, can't, I'm waiting for poison with the boys. So Illich is like, but my parents aren't home. On my way. So Mehmed Basic gets there, and Illich tells him there's been a message from Belgrade. It's a secret message, and it basically says, Apskre atiorekpe ilinke une argite. And Illich says, don't worry bro, you still totally get to kill somebody. Which is a huge relief.